Alright, what is up, worldwide family? Welcome back to the channel. Let me see if I can kick all this stuff up. What's up? Oh, so welcome. Oh, I just lost my gimbal stabilization system, my high-tech stabilization system. Whoa, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Not going there. Showing your age. Shut up. All right. So welcome back to the channel. For those that are new, I do go by Jimmy Flippin' Deals here on YouTube because that's where you found me. Welcome back to the channel. Today has been a day. Today has been a day that I know in that profound statement that it has. Where am I going? It has been challenging. I have been so scatterbrained, and I know that y'all cannot tell that that is a part of me through all of this. You know, I keep this highly focused, organized persona going, but yeah, scatterbrained. In fact, today was the day to go see Dad because he needs some stuff. It actually wasn't his day, but that's beside the point. So I was going to get him some stuff, right? I got up, I woke up late, I got the mail out yesterday, which is phenomenal. I woke up to sales, so that was even great. That never gets old. Trooper, yep, party trooper. Anyways, woke up, I had 5 or 6 sales, I think 6, right at 6. Quota, there's another one. They are working today. Good for them. Gotta make that quota. And thank you for everybody that, all law enforcement and everything else, and just I see when it could possibly affect my paycheck. So yeah, anyways, you know, I do have a lead foot sometimes, but anyways, so woke up to sales, about a half a dozen, 5 or 6. Gotta go see Dad. He called me, he's like, hey, I'm out of tea, I'm out of this, I'm out of that, so I start to go see him, right? But here's the deal. I go outside, and it is sprinkling, and I got my top down because that's the. In all honesty, I got no air conditioning. It's almost the summer. It's hot. The top stays open, not top down. Open, I guess is the right word. But anyways, it's sprinkling. The top's open. So I take my keys out of my pocket. I put them in the ignition. I turn it on. I close this. Right. I get to playing with the dog. He's got 2 footballs now, so that is mind blowing. I'll explain that here in just a second. As soon as I finish, maybe if I get back there. But at any rate, so I get to playing with the dog, right? Then I'm like, well, enough playing with the dog. I got to get to see Dad. I already told him I was on my way, so that's what I got to do. So I open my gate. I live in it's a very conservative small house, right? But it's kind of like a compound setup where the gates open and then you drive out. It's a manual thing. I gotta open the gates and then I drive out, and then I gotta close the gates. But nevertheless, I open the gates, right? And then I go for the keys in my pocket, and they're not in my pocket. And all I can remember is playing with the dog, not knowing where my keys are. So I go inside and I look for my keys. And I can't find them where I normally put my keys. They're not in the pants that I wore yesterday. They're not on the kitchen counter where I went and got stuff from the store. Don't know if I've got enough time to tell you about all of that. But nevertheless, so I'm looking, I can't find them. They're not at my computer station. Nowhere are these keys, right? So I go to check in the car, and I open the car door, and I look in the seat, they're not there. And I look in the other seat, they're not there. And I look in this little glove box, center console glove box thing. I don't use my actual glove box except for paper insurance, and I don't even know what all's in there, but never mind. And anywhere that I would leave my keys, right? And they're not there. So I go back in the house. I I finally called Dad. I'm like, dude, bro, like, I can't come. I can DoorDash you some stuff, you know, but I can't come. Like, I don't know. And he's like, well, did you check here? Did you check? Yes, I've checked everywhere. And in all honesty, it was kind of frustrating that I lost the keys, right? But more frustrating, like, well, did you check on the kitchen counter? Yes, Dad, I checked on the kitchen counter. Well, did you check on the bathroom counter? Yes, Dad, I checked. Finally, I was like, you know, because I know it's not his fault. I know he's trying to be helpful. But I was like, Dad, I have looked everywhere. That's why I called you and I told you that I can't make it because I have work to do today, too. And searching for the keys for hours on end because I was at it, believe it or not, like an hour, and I could not find them. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like I got stuff to do. So I got to do that stuff and hope that I find the keys, right? So, and I've been picking up the house in this process, which it needed, and I no luck. I finally called off on Dad. The dog wanted some food, wanted some water, and everything else, and I had to close the gates, right? Because I'd opened the gates, so I had to close the gates after an hour looking for the keys, and it started sprinkling, and I was like, man, I can't even. The passenger side window was down. I said, I can't even roll the window up because I don't have the keys. I'm glad the top is closed because then I would really get wet. And the reason why the top is closed is because I had the keys and I closed the top. Let me check the ignition. Can you guess where the keys were? Can you guess where the keys were? Yes, sir. And ma'am. Yes, sir. And ma'am. They're in the ignition. So, it doesn't end there. No, it doesn't end there. Okay, so, call Dad. Tell him, hey man, I am coming. I'm on the phone. I reopened the gates, right? I'm on the phone. I'm talking to him. I close the gates. I head off to the neighboring town where I'm going to get something to drink. And then I realized I did not lock the gate, and the dog can get out. If I don't lock the gate, the dog gets out. I'm 15 minutes away from the house. So, I called Dad back and I'm like, you know what, forget it. I gotta go back. I'm not spending an hour driving to back where I'm at right now. Like I'm done for the day, like I'm just done. I quit. I'm done. He's like, all right, bro, whatever. And he wasn't having a much better day because I DoorDashed him some food over, right? And he calls me during all this and says, hey, I need you to reorder. And I said, what's the deal? Did it not make it? He said, no, I made it. I just dropped it on the floor. So he's having a wonderful day as well. Anyways, long story short, I get all that taken care of. I didn't lock the gate. I got back. I locked the gate. I know Dad needs stuff. I had some meetups today. Actually, one meetup. And to pick up some stuff that I was going to do in the evening. I said, well, hey, I'll tell you what, since you're in this town, town B, I live in town A, right outside of town A. Since you live in town B, when I swing through town B, I'll come pick your stuff up. And they said, okay, great, but I'm in town A. So I've already decided I want the stuff. I've already decided if I go to Dad's, it's going to be too late to come pick up the stuff. So now I got to go. I've already come through town A, go into town B. Now I got to go, and I did that once already, right? When I realized the gate was locked, or not locked, rather. And then I'm like, well, you know what? Forget it. I'll come to see you anyway because I want the $150 to $200 item that you're selling for 25 bucks. And it's not stolen, it's just, which you would think, well, resellers know, right? Value is in the eye of the owner, right? And things are worth the least. The highest price that the least, I forget how you say that. Anyway, you know, something is worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. Yeah, that's it. Something is worth as much as somebody's willing to pay for it, and as little as somebody's willing to let it go for it. You know, because even if something's worth $1,000, if I'm selling them for $10, then it's worth $10. It's not worth $1,000. You know, so I take it out of the people's hands that, you know, what I did get was a vintage, antique vintage brass music stand, solid brass music stand that has the I forget what you call it, the band note on it, the lines, and then the clef thing. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever, but take my word for it. Anyway, going for 150, 175, 200 all day long. And she originally had it sell for $100. And in the market that she works on, which is local market, she is not able to get the money for it. Now, in all honesty, I still got to polish it. Every one that I've seen going for $200 did not have the patina on it. I personally like the patina, but I'm going to go ahead and polish it off of there. Matter of fact, I've been wanting to polish my car. I actually started a little bit, and so I'm going to get a little orbital polisher. I need it for golf clubs anyways. Win-win-win all the way, and this one will definitely pay for it. It breaks down at a ship probably for 20 bucks. Yeah, maybe. Let's call it 30. 25, 30 into 200. Cha-ching! Yeah, baby, that's what's up. So, yeah. A little scatterbrained, like I said, but if y'all didn't know that about me, that is a quality that I have. Sometimes it shows out from time to time. So anyways, I am heading to Dad's. I haven't told him. Surely hope he's not going out to eat tonight, because that would just sum up the day just fine. But I am in store to get him what he needs, because regardless of whether or not I see him or not, he still needs things, so I'm getting those for him. Let me see, two other things. One, I did well sourcing last night. I didn't think so. The market had ran dry in my particular neighborhood, and I had all but given up. And in about an hour and a half at 4 stores, I came up with right about $200 profit, which definitely does not make a week, but it makes a day fairly decent, right? So should turn pretty quick. The majority of it did have some gating issues for those resellers that have an issue with that. It's products not being allowed on certain marketplaces. Luckily, there's more than one marketplace, and I just took it from one to the other. And eventually it'll roll out to all of them, but I did have issues on one. So that is what it is. Let's see, what else? But yeah, really happy about the sourcing yesterday. If I could do those every day, where an hour and a half gives me $200, then I would not have to do the day-long sourcing trips that I normally do. Let's kill that. Let's roll the windows down because I'm stopped. I know the audio, although it's manageable when I'm going down the road, it's a lot better this way. So sourcing went well. Sourcing definitely went decent today with this. I also picked up a metronome. I got to clean it up a little bit. Old analog metronome, right? It is a thrift kind of day. But anyways, right now new. They're 65 on eBay, or excuse me, Amazon, and used 25, 30 bucks. I thought it would go out. It may actually be under a pound, so I was figuring that it would be heavier than that, but nevertheless, so that's a score. I picked that up for 5 bucks. Should be 30, and I've seen as much as 40, but 30 should roll pretty quick. Let me see what else. Kaya, my dog, right? She I gave I've learned through trial and error, and actually the neighbor kind of contributed that she likes balls. You know, basketballs is what she started out with, and then I realized that she likes footballs much better. And it used to be the whole fetch thing, right? It started out with tennis balls originally. She disintegrated tennis balls. Then the basketballs, she couldn't eat through them. Same thing with the tennis ball, or the football, she can't eat through them. But it was, you know, fetch. You throw it, she brings it back, she drops it, you pick it up, you throw it. That game changed for her about a month or so ago. It turned from fetch to keep away. And I am not trying to train my dog to be any, you know, well-mannered thing that plays a game a certain way. I'm encouraging the wildness of her, and if she wants to play fetch, it gives me, or keep away, excuse me, it gives me a chance to stay in shape a little bit by playing with her during that. However, she lost her football for a little bit. So I bought her another one, right? Because, I mean, you know, a dog's needs a ball, right? And it's flat. She flattens them in a day. It's not the point, but she loves the flat football, especially when it'll still inflate and deflate over time, and then she can squish the air out of it. But I got her second one. Then I found the first one, right? Long story short, now that she has two, the game has changed from keep away back to fetch, because I'll collect both balls, I'll throw one, she'll bring the other one, and she'll want to play keep away, and I'll hold the second one up, and then she just drops the first one. So I throw the second one, and yeah, that was an underhanded throw. It's a flat football, you can't, you know, so it goes like that. But either way, yeah, and then she brings the second one back, and she wants to play keep away, and then I show her the first one. So it works. It's beautiful. Love it. Y'all have a wonderful day, guys. This is it. Hit the subscribe button. Hit it. Hit it. It doesn't cost you a thing. Bye.